Today we're exploring Ajani Strength of the Pride in Oathbreaker and seeing what kind of signature spell might pair best with him. For 4 mana, he starts at 5 loyalty. +1, you gain life equal to the number of creatures you control, plus the number of planeswalkers you control. -2, create a 2/2 white cat soldier creature token named Ajani's Pridemate with, whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Ajani's Pridemate. 0, if you have at least 15 more life than your starting life total, exile Ajani Strength of the Pride and each artifact and creature your opponents control. I really love this Planeswalker. I used to play this in Standard back when it wasn't Standard. It was a janky homebrew deck, but it was a lot of fun. And I think he'd be a lot of fun in Oathbreaker too. The way I see it, there's 2 ways we could go with the signature spell. We could make a lot of creature tokens to make the best use of that +1 and gain tons of life, or a signature spell that gains you life to get value off that -2 and to make the 0 more easy to hit. If we wanted to make the maximum number of creatures we can for the mana, Spectral Procession makes 3 1/1 flyers for 3 mana, Release the Dogs makes 4 1/1s for 4 mana, and Conqueror's Pledge makes 6 1/1s for 5 mana. I also love the flexibility of Secure the Wastes. For X white, create X 1/1 white warrior creature tokens. And if you're up for a challenge and a really silly deck, you could go a Storm Herd. For 8 mana, create X 1/1 white Pegasus creature tokens with flying, where X is your life total. If your deck is just gaining tons and tons of life and you're just playing casually, I guess maybe this is an option. Bridging the gap between creature token makers and life gain, we've got some spells that do both. Righteous Confluence says, choose 3. You may choose the same mode more than once. Create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance. Exile target enchantment. You gain 5 life. Rally for the Throne creates 2 1/1 white human creature tokens and has Adamant. If at least 3 white mana was spent to cast the spell, you gain 1 life for each creature you control. Sworn Companions and Queen's Companions both create 1/1s with lifelink. And Benevolent Offering says, choose an opponent. You and that player each create 3 1/1 white spirit creature tokens with flying. Choose an opponent. You gain 2 life for each creature you control, and that player gains 2 life for each creature they control. If you like politics, then this might be the option for you, and I really like that this can gain you enough life to get up to that 0 ability, and then they lose their creatures anyways. Now for the life gain options. Our signature spell could give our creatures lifelink with For the Emperor. Creatures you control get +2/+2, gain vigilance and lifelink until end of turn. Or a Chroma's Will. Creatures you control gain flying, vigilance, double strike, lifelink, indestructible, and protection from all colors until end of turn. Congregate gains target player 2 life for each creature on the battlefield. Heliod's Intervention destroys X target artifacts and or enchantments, or target player gains twice X life. Revitalize gains you 3 life and draws you a card. I never thought this card was very good, but I'll tell you what, this was the most common option in all the deck lists I looked at for this Oathbreaker. Maybe it is better than I'm giving it credit for. Fumigate destroys all creatures, and you gain 1 life for each creature destroyed this way. And Surge of Salvation. You and permanents you control gain hexproof until end of turn. Prevent all damage that black and or red sources would deal to creatures you control this turn. I wouldn't normally cover this option because it's not a synergy spell, but enough of the deck lists were using it that I thought I'd mention it. Please hit that like button. Because my channel is so small, every single like helps a ton. I hope this video was helpful to you, or at least entertaining. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.